can be really frustrating to be on the job search and striking out faster than Hulk with the ladies. Sometimes the hardest part of the job search is finding a job that you actually want to go after. Instead, you use the shotgun approach like in Call of Duty and you go after everything. Having that clarity of focus can make all the difference in your job search. Find out how I've used LinkedIn to find the best jobs of my career in 3 simple steps and how you can too, coming up. Hey, I'm Sam with Systems of Impact, your place for growth-minded millennials looking to level up their careers. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you don't miss out on any career advice as it's uploaded. Before we step into the 3 different steps that we're about to talk to today, I want you to start off with step 0, and this is getting into LinkedIn. If you're not already in there, there's plenty of tutorials out there to go through that sign-up process. But if you are already with LinkedIn, then I want you to follow along, because in this video, I'm not just going to talk at you, I'm going to walk through this entire process with you. So I'm going to show you, not just tell you. All right, and jumping right into LinkedIn, we'll get right into step number 1, and that is, what company would you want to work for, or what company do you want to model things after? So being in LinkedIn, we'll go ahead and go into the upper left-hand corner, and we'll go ahead and search for a company. In this case, I'll choose Google because it's a really simple example to use. You'll notice here you'll have Google as the search result, and we'll go ahead and click into there. What this does is it brings you right to Google's landing page within LinkedIn. There is a ton of information in here, but we're only going to focus on certain aspects as we go through this. And this will bring us right into step number 2. What jobs within this company would you want to do? Or what jobs do you want to model things after? So to achieve this, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and on this left-hand side, we're going to go ahead and click into people. And when you click on that, it's going to show you all the different people that have worked for that company or have worked for that company in the past. And this is going to be crucial as we go through this process because you'll be able to really narrow down the focus of the different things that you're going to want to go after. So in this case, let's go ahead and search for product manager. So you'll notice there's over 215,000 results currently. And when we click on enter, it drops it down to 33,000 and change. So it's filtering all these different people down to just the job titles that you want to go after. Now, one thing to keep in mind as you're going through this process is if the exact job title that you search for isn't being found, chances are that company has a different terminology for that position. So as you're going through and you're looking through all the different people, look at the job titles that they have, because that'll give you even more idea of what you're actually trying to go after in terms of job titles and what they're actually called. So now that we have things narrowed down to 33,000 and change, this brings us to step number 3. And step number 3 is outreach. What we're wanting to do is, now that we have a segmented list of people that have the job titles that we want, now we start to look at what kind of histories do they have. So we'll just click into one. And when we look into one, you'll see not only what their overall experience is, but it also gives you a general framework of what their overall career progression has been through their time with that particular company. So in this particular case, we look at somebody that has a product manager title at Google, and we see what their career aspirations were. We can see what kind of skill sets they had to acquire to get that particular job title. And it gives us a better understanding as we're going through this process, what's actually needed to start facilitating that job at that particular company. So now that we have a couple people that we have identified with that particular company that have the job title that we want, the next piece is really starting to do that outreach portion. So if you have LinkedIn Premium, you'll be able to message them directly, and that is a paid way to go about doing it. So if you have LinkedIn Premium and you're going that process as far as your job hunt goes, that's one way to go about it. The other way to go about it is you can go ahead and click on connect as long as they are a third connection piece. And you'll notice here, this person is a second one. But as long as they're a third, you'll be able to connect with them as of this video. And in the connect, you can add a note. And in that note, you can go ahead and say that you're looking at this particular job title and you would love just to touch base with them to better understand what's required at that particular company. Now, you can also take this a step further if you have the necessary information, or you can directly ask that person of what you can do to help them. So if you already know something, you can put that in that particular note. Or if you don't know yet, you can go ahead and put that in the note as well, saying that you're more than happy to help them with X, Y, and Z. So as you go through this process, step one, look at the companies that you want to look for, that you would like to work at, or that you want to model after. Step two, what jobs within that company would you want to do or that you can model after? And if you can't find any, look through all the people that have associated themselves with that company and start looking at the job titles and see if there's anything that is very in tune with what you're trying to go after. And step number three, do the outreach. Start reaching out to these people and start networking with them, because in a lot of cases, these people that you're starting to reach out to are ultimately going to become your colleagues, whether it's at this point in time with this particular company or somewhere down the line. Now that we've walked through those 3 steps, that brings us to the question of the day. Who's someone that you can reach out to today that has the position that you want to go after? And what is something that you can learn that's going to take you one step closer to getting that particular position? And for a little added extra credit, what is something that you can do for them to help them get to where they're going? I appreciate you taking some time for yourself today to go through these 3 steps that we covered in today's video. If you have any questions, make sure to put those in the comments, and I look forward to your success.